It's funny. Sometimes the biggest, most powerful ideas can be packed into just a single sentence. And today, we're going to dive into one of those. It's a really profound statement about what it takes to build a truly just society. So let's get right into it. Okay, here it is. Just let that sink in for a second. It's pretty dense, right? I mean, it's absolutely packed with meaning. You can tell right away this isn't just about politics or laws. No, it's pointing to something way deeper. A vision for a society that starts with how we understand, well, existence itself. So, that's the big question, isn't it? What does this powerful idea really mean? I mean, it uses words we see every day, words we think we know, like order and relationships. But it uses them in this huge, philosophical way. So, you know what? Let's unpack this thing together, piece by piece. All right, so to really get to the heart of this vision, we've got to deconstruct it. It's kind of like taking apart an engine to see how it works. We're going to look at each part on its own, and then we'll put it all back together. And hopefully, we'll have a much clearer picture. Okay, first things first, what's the end goal here? A true republic. And let's be clear, we're not just talking about a form of government. The idea here is a society that's built on a deep, shared understanding, a foundation that's way stronger than just a bunch of laws or rules. So, what is this shared understanding all about? Well, the sentence gives us the answer. It lays out three core pillars for us: coexistence, order, and relationships. Think of these as the absolute building blocks of this whole idea. Now, what's really interesting is how these words mean something much bigger here than how we use them every day. We're not just talking about living alongside people. We're talking about harmonious mutual existence. See the difference? It's a huge shift. It's not about just getting by, it's about this deep, conscious connection. So let's break each one down. First up, coexistence. And right away, we have to understand that this is not a passive thing. It's not just, you stay on your side, I'll stay on mine. No, it's an active state. It's about mutual respect, recognizing that we're all interdependent, that we all belong together. Okay, next we've got order, and this one is a really important distinction. The quote isn't talking about man-made rules like traffic laws or legal codes. Forget that. It's pointing to a natural, universal harmony. The way planets orbit the sun, or the way an ecosystem just works. The idea is that human society needs to understand that kind of order and align with it, instead of just making up all of our own rules. And the third pillar is relationships. And you guessed it, this goes way beyond just your friends and family. It's about having a conscious understanding of the connections between, well, everything. The intricate web that links all things, from person to person, all the way to our connection with nature itself. Okay, so we've got our three pillars: coexistence, order, and relationships. But who does this apply to? And to what? This is where the idea just explodes in scope. It goes from being about people to being about, well, everything. You see, the sentence makes this incredible leap. It starts with relationships among all human beings, which, okay, we can wrap our heads around that. But then, bam, it expands to every unit of existence. That is a massive jump, right? We're going from the social all the way to the cosmic. So what exactly is every unit of existence? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's everything. It's other people, for sure, but it's also animal life, plant life, the natural world. We're talking rivers, mountains, even the planet itself. It's a call for an understanding that truly leaves nothing out. The whole shebang. All right, we've taken the engine apart, we've looked at all the pieces. Now it's time to put it all back together and see what this thing looks like with our new understanding. So let's walk through it. A true republic, it's not just built on laws, it's built on a shared understanding. And what's that an understanding of? Those three pillars: coexistence, order, and relationships. Now, this understanding has to apply to all of humanity, and, this is the big one, it has to extend to literally all of existence. That's the blueprint. So let's look at that sentence one more time. It kind of lands differently now, doesn't it? It's not just a string of words anymore. It feels like a complete, challenging, and honestly pretty inspiring blueprint for a totally different kind of world. Every single piece of it has a new weight to it. And that kind of brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. Just imagine for a second, what if this wasn't just a cool philosophical idea? What if it was the actual foundation for our societies, for our education system, for our entire way of life? how would our world change? How would our decisions change? It's a pretty powerful thing to think about.